Welcome to another episode of Home Sweet Home. My name is Rod McCall.
And I'm Scott Nichols.
Well, Thanksgiving is over.
Yes.
And you don't look any heavier. So congratulations on not
That's because
overeating.
my gut is below the tabletop. You can't see it.
Okay. In that case, you and I are then doing our best to look more like Santa Claus than ever before.
Sure. Well, I mean, again, you can't see it, so I don't. But there's, maybe I'm just hiding it. No, I mean, I definitely had lots to eat. Still eating turkey, so yeah. But we love to do that. We have turkey over rice and with gravy, and open-faced turkey sandwiches, all kinds of stuff. So we do all those things with the turkey. And I'm not a huge fan of turkey, but I do like those things. So at least it allows me to eat it.
Well, so. I like you. I love the leftovers. We actually have 2 Thanksgivings. We have one with my family in Arkansas, and then one with Sherry's family at home.
Yeah.
And that just leaves me with so many wonderful leftovers.
Right.
So, but
yeah. I mean, that's a lot of eating.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of eating.
And I got to tell you, the game idea came out okay.
Well, that's great.
So,
I think we had a lot of fun with that.
Well, we'll have to, we can talk off air about how well that went. But
sure.
Now we're into, to quote a Christmas song, the most wonderful time of the year.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give up the singing career.
Yeah. I mean,
but
whatever your day job is these days, don't.
Okay, good, because I can't carry a tune with a bucket.
Sure.
But anyway, my question to you is Christmas the most wonderful time of the year?
Definitely for store balance sheets. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, people are buying whatever. I mean, even when economics aren't great, people still buy Christmas presents.
Oh, they do.
And so stores still, in the time between Thanksgiving and New Year's, make their year on that time. In fact, most of them make it the day after Thanksgiving. And so regardless of where we are in our economics, whether it's good or bad, we still spend money mostly to give gifts to other people, which is great, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's wonderful.
Well, I've shared, this is not me. I am stealing it. I would give credit if I could remember the kid's name, but I was doing a public speaking class in college back in a long time ago.
Yeah.
And the guy and so it was fall semester, so we're giving our final speech. And the kid gets up and he's telling this really interesting story, and I don't remember any of it except this quote. He says, "Christmas is a time where we put a financial price tag on family and friends."
Okay.
And I got thinking about that. And the fact of the matter is, yes, I put a price tag on family and friends.
Now, how do you mean? Because that can sound both good and bad.
Well, think about this. Who do you spend the most money on?
I mean, probably my wife. Okay.
And from there, you go, so much for the kids.
Although it might be my grandchild now.
Okay. But then you start going, which friends get a gift? Which friends get a card? Which friends get a, hey, how are you? And so, I say, you kind of put a financial price tag. I mean, your immediate kids, but then you got, your parents, or you got your siblings,
right,
or nieces and nephews, and, how much do you spend? And so that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And then I got thinking beyond that, and I got thinking about, Sherry's always stressed, and last year was really bad.
Yeah.
As far as the stress, because it felt like Christmas was like 2 weeks after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but it felt that way.
Yeah, it's generally the same distance.
Yeah, but it felt so much closer. And so there's a lot of pressure.
Sure.
And I mean, you've got house decorations, you've got baking to do. I mean, there's just and shopping and wrapping and lots to organize. And I got thinking, well, why? And she goes, well, I want everybody to have the best Christmas possible.
Right.
And so then I got thinking, well, is that a myth? Are we putting ourselves into too much stress and anxiety because we're trying to create something that doesn't need to be created? It's going to happen organically. Just be you.
Right.
I don't know. It just got me thinking that sometimes we really ruin our Christmas by putting too many expectations on its outcome.
Yeah. I think there's a lot in there, right? I mean, first, I do have to have a budget. So to some extent, I do have to divvy out my funds to certain people, right? As far as what I'm going to spend. I don't think I put a dollar value on it. I think I am more interested in what can I get that person that is going to be meaningful to them.
Okay.
And if it costs a bunch of money, fine, right? But it might be something that doesn't cost a lot of money, but has a lot of value for that person. And so I'm not as worried about like, do I spend $100 on each person, or is it 200, or am I only going to do 20? It's more about, and this is why I hate the office things of like, there's a $20 limit.
Okay.
Because if I see something that's like, I think that person would really appreciate that. Then I'd want to get that. I'm not talking about like buying a $500 game system.
Right.
But if the limit's 20 and I'm out there and I get something that's $30.
Okay.
Right. Like I don't want to feel bad about that. And if everybody knows it's $30, whatever. Like if I just wanted to get something that means something to that person. And so that's kind of the value that I put on that as far as what I'm going to spend. So, and my hope there is that each person gets something from me that is meaningful to them. So I think that's the value that I place. I don't know if that's the same for everybody. I think a lot of people feel pressure to spend certain amounts of money, and that's where we get in trouble because we're not all, independently wealthy,
sure,
and able to do all that. As far as like decorations, I mean, we love decorations. I love them, and I bet Sherry loves them too.
Oh, I love them.
For me, people will come over, right? And I want them to have a great Christmas, but the decorations aren't as much for them as it is for me because I live there. And I want to see the decorations.
Thank you.
Right?
I love putting them up.
Yeah.
I'm always, it makes me happy and joyful, and I enjoy decorating. I love just sitting and watching the Christmas tree.
Right.
And I guess maybe that's an old guy thing, but I enjoy it. But I also, like I said, having watched Sherry, we got a lot going on at our house. And so, and everybody comes to our house, mostly because Grandma's still there. And so, but she puts a lot of stress and pressure on herself. But I like the idea that maybe we could, instead of being the perfect Christmas or the best Christmas, make it just a good Christmas. Sure. And I mean, but it just feels like, Sherry loves watching those Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And what do? Well, they've got, what you don't see is 100 people behind the scenes doing all the work so that the actor can do their thing. And but they share or spread this image of being perfect. So we have this illusion,
right,
rather than reality.
Well, everybody wants to see magic, right? And so, and I don't want to diss the Hallmark movies, but I think that everybody knows that they're pretty much all the same. So, and that's great, right? Like if that's the kind of show you like, and that helps you be uplifted, that's wonderful. I think sometimes those movies don't help people be uplifted because they see in those something they don't see in their own life. And they feel like they've missed that magic. But I think those are great things, right? But I think maybe our perspective is off, right? It's those things that we do, like decorations, are not for others so much as they are for us. And that's okay, right? That's fine. Everybody else gets to enjoy it too. I know that for me, when the actual act of putting up the decorations, I'm not a huge fan of. I like them when they're up. And so I actually don't, I put up the tree.
Yeah.
So I will get up day after Thanksgiving. So it's already up, right? Day after Thanksgiving, I get up and I get the tree and I put it up. And then I have all the ornaments and all the things and all the other decorations available. And my wife likes to decorate, and our kids come over and our grandson, and I sit back and have, some hot chocolate or coffee or something. And they put the ornaments on the tree and I watch them and I take pictures, and it's just fun, right? And we talk about the different ornaments, and because our ornaments have meaning. And so we talk about different ones, and there's some stories involved in that. So that's nice. But I am just, and it's always been this way since I've had kids, I just enjoy sitting back and watching everybody else enjoy doing that.
Well, and I think
that's my thing.
I think that's one of the things that we don't do enough of.
Yeah.
We are so busy trying to perpetuate this myth of the perfect Christmas.
Sure.
And we don't take that time to reflect and enjoy. And you talked about making Christmas magical. Well, I look back again with the benefit of reflection. You look back and you go, okay, what made that Christmas magical? Well, it was unplanned. It was unscripted. It was unscheduled. Because if you try to manufacture, script, and schedule, it won't work. And then you get frustrated. Well, I put all this time, effort, and energy, and you gave me bumpkus. Well, now you're angry. And now all that happiness that you wanted to have goes right out the door, replaced by anger and frustration. So,
see, the reality is you just described the plot of every single Hallmark movie.
Oh, geez.
Right?
Okay.
So I know that the Hallmark movies are scripted and magical.
Yeah.
But the plot that's in them is that they are, that everything's a surprise. Right. The situation that the individuals end up in is a surprise, and they end up, in a surprise, a relationship they didn't know about before, and there's love and there's caring and there's, all these things that take place, right? Those are the things that people want. They want to know that you care. They want to know that you love them. They want to know that you'll take time for them. Right. All these movies, they're all escaping to some cabin somewhere distant and, away from all the troubles of the world or whatever's taking place. Right. So that's what they want. That's what people want. They want to know that they have a relationship with you and that you care and that you love them. I mean, I think that's the basic result of those movies is that our lives are hard.
Well,
right. Things aren't necessarily going well for us, but I have people that love and care for me.
Well, I wonder if we could change the outcome by changing the input.
Okay.
And I mean that by changing how we ask the question of a meaningful holiday. Could we ask ourselves, what do I want this Christmas season to feel like rather than what it will look like?
Yeah.
Because if we can do that, do we reduce the amount of stress and pressure we put on ourselves? Do we reduce the amount of expectations from those around us? And if we can focus on experiences rather than outcomes, can we have a lot more unscripted moments that might feel more authentic and pleasurable?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking a question, but I feel like so many times we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Yeah. Well, and this is why the shopping that I might do, I try to do it earlier. And maybe I don't hit all the sales right because I do it earlier, but I try to put the thought into it earlier, and then I can kind of enjoy that time instead, right? I don't have to be out shopping. I think we harry the whole situation. And so it doesn't feel right because we're trying to make it look like something, and we're trying so hard that we're not stopping to feel the moment and feel and have the feelings that we should have in that time period.
Well, You bring, as you mentioned that, as you just said about I should have. Why do we feel we should have? How much of that is using other people to measure what we should have?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, the number of things I saw all over Facebook for people's Thanksgiving celebrations.
Yeah.
Well, what if mine didn't look like that? Or, I mean, we don't know the behind the scenes that was going on.
Right.
So are we trying to compare ourselves based on other people's unreality? Are we trying to keep up with the Joneses?
Right.
Kind of aspect as far as what we do and trying to outdo what we did last year and raise the bar and all of that. So are we trying to, again, create something that really isn't creatable?
Yeah. I mean, magic can't be a competition, right?
Well, no, because if we try and manufacture something, then does it become a transaction between what our expectation versus outcome? And so again, does that create more stress? Are we doing this to ourselves? Which it sure feels like we are.
Well, I mean, and I think that's true of everything, right? Throughout the whole year, most of the stress that I have, I'm doing it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of, in the teaching profession, there's a lot of teachers stressed out over everything that's happening, and the things just aren't looking the way they think that they need to look, because, you know, they're worried about administration getting on them, or, you know, parents contacting them or whatever. But the fact of the matter is that in a teaching job, a lot of that stress that teachers put on that we're feeling is actually from ourselves, because the job itself is not like other jobs.
No,
it's about getting a little bit better every day. And so you almost can't do everything all the time. And you just have to walk away with, I did the best I could today. And that's kind of what that looks like. But you have to feel good about that. And you have to feel good about what you did, because you did a lot. And I think the same is true in these holiday times. We put these expectations on ourselves. Nobody's out there, I mean, hopefully, right? Nobody's out there saying, wow, I'm expecting you to give me this gift. Right? I mean, if that's the expectation, then you might need to reevaluate that relationship.
Well,
so, you know, it's the whole season isn't about expecting something from somebody else. It's about giving something and giving that and building that relationship without the expectation back. And so we put all that stress of making this thing happen on ourselves, I think. And it doesn't need to be.
And one way we can help is by establishing boundaries. I mean, these could be both emotional as well as financial.
Yeah.
But when it comes to gift giving, especially in extended family,
right?
I mean, because I feel like that's where it really begins to kind of create a lot. I mean, immediately between you and Eileen, it's going to be love, whatever. It's not the dollar figure. It's the intention behind the gift. But I think same way with your kids, but as you expand outwards, nieces, nephews, in-laws, all that kind of stuff, I think that's where it starts to, you know, maybe break down a little bit. And so I'm wondering, can we set some boundaries? You know, especially, you know, a lot of folks are hurting for money right now. So if you're going to be part of a gift giving, can you put in some boundaries that said, look, it's not about the dollar value, it's the intention behind it. Make that gift meaningful. For example, okay, and on Sherry's side of the family, we draw names.
Yeah. And
we put a dollar figure for amount. And it's kind of like, okay, here's the thing. Don't just go out and buy a gift card in the dollar amount. Okay, maybe you don't have that money. Okay, can you make something? Can you create something? Do something that is a gift of the heart,
right?
That is connecting on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, not a financial level.
Yeah.
And if you are intentional about what you give them, because it's direct, you spent time and energy to come up with something specific for that individual. Well, now it's less about the money.
Right.
And it's more about the intention, and that gift can become more meaningful. And now you're not comparing, well, shoot, I just spent $50 on you and I got this $5 thing you picked up at the Dollar General store.
Right.
Come on. Well, here's the thing. So maybe you spent a lot less money than your whatever your dollar cap is, but if that gift is something that you handmade,
Yeah.
well, you spent time, effort, and energy to build, create something for me, and now that actually has more meaning than a $50 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I mean, I always look for things that are going to last a little bit longer, right?
oh yeah,
I mean, they'll appreciate the coffee from Starbucks, but they won't get to still enjoy that in April.
No.
Right? I mean, and this is why I typically don't stick with, at least not as a primary gift, with like doing Christmas ornaments. That's nice, but you only see it once a year. Mm-hmm. But it does add to the story. So that's a great like stocking gift or something. But you know, I try to pick a gift that means something that I've heard that they like. You know, something that it's not necessarily something that everybody knows that they like. Right? Mm-hmm. Something out of my relationship with that person that I can tell they really like this. They really appreciate that kind of thing. So, and this is why, I mean, I shop at rather than just shop online, I actually walk into stores that have eclectic things in them because they have neat stuff.
yes,
And you find interesting things that even that person might not think about.
well,
And that's part of the joy, though, for me. That's part of the magic. Right?
yes.
Is walking around, getting into those stores, feeling the community vibe of the season. Mm-hmm. And, having positive conversations with store clerks and different people, and maybe even laughing it up with a stranger over something that you see. And so that's part of that's part of the magic of the season to me, is that people are they're nicer. To some extent, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not on the roads.
No.
But, in most of the community situations, they're nicer. You go to the tree lighting events or whatever holiday fall event you have before those holidays. So it's just a lot of fun.
Well, and that's, like I say, I think that if we can take the financial pressure off and focus on a gift of intention, I mean, generosity is from the heart, not the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
And so if our intention is something handmade, okay, you put time and effort, and it looks like you invested time and effort because you've got a skill in woodworking, you've got a skill in needlework, you've got a skill in jewelry making. It doesn't matter what your skill is, but use that to create and you do that as your gift.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of Christmas stories about that, but a gift of the heart is something that you can have forever. Mm-hmm. And you can use more than, like you said, the gift card at Starbucks. Oh, shoot, who gave me this gift card? Oh, I don't know. But it's a cup of coffee. Yay. All right.
Right.
But so here's the other thing. We always want it to be perfect, but can we celebrate the messy? Can we celebrate the imperfect? I mean, we want to be happy. We want to be in a good mood, but is our mood and being ruined by ourselves? Are we the reason why we don't feel that, and I'm putting this in air quotes, Christmas joy? Because we are so stressed by all the things we feel we have to do. Can we instead take time to just enjoy the oopses, the messes, the idea that it's all about the connection with the people around us?
Yeah, and again, that's why I like to watch the tree get decorated, right? Like I don't have to taking part in it is seeing everybody else love it.
Okay, yeah.
And I just, that's just my thing. I don't understand why we'd have to put all those outside expectations on ourselves. I mean, everybody can enjoy it in the way that they want to enjoy it. We don't have to expect other people to do things or just be thinking that they expect us to do something.
And
be you.
Thank you. Because again, and I see this with Sherry a lot. she puts a lot of pressure on herself to make everybody have the best Christmas possible.
Sure.
And I think when you do that, you set yourself up more for failure than success by having expectations that are unrealistic. And so, okay, so what if the Christmas decorations don't look exactly perfect?
Right.
You know what? Enjoy how, for example, I did it versus how she would have done it.
Right.
Okay, it's different, but does that make it wrong? And
Probably.
Usually, which creates what? Stress and frustration. Now I got to do it all over again. Okay, well, again, take a little, delegate a little bit. Are there things that we can delegate and then just be glad that it's done?
Right.
Because again, it's not about perfection. And I
mean, none of us can achieve perfection, right? So I agree. It's not about perfection. I think it's about a mindset change, right? It's about perspective and thinking of the whole season a little bit differently, and then you can enjoy it.
In the movie Scrooged with Bill Murray,
Of course.
at the very end, he says Christmas is a time where we can be the people we want to be all year round. Well, let's be that.
Right.
You can be that. You don't have to expect perfection from you and everyone around you. And instead of looking at perfection, ask the question, did I make a connection?
Yeah.
Am I connecting to you on a personal level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level?
Yep.
Are we strengthening our relationship? Because if the answers to those are yes, then are we actually creating a true Christmas magic?
Yeah. Be yourself, right? I mean, maybe that's in my later years here. I have become so chill at so many things that I was not so chill at before, that I just, there's not enough years in our lives for me to think about being stressed. I don't want to waste time on stress.
Yeah.
And I don't want to waste my energy on stress. And, days come and days go. And you know what? I'm still here. I still have food on my table. I still have, a roof over my head, and I still have a job. And so I'm happy. Those are things that, and I know that not everybody has those. Mm-hmm. And hopefully people are reaching out to those people that they know that don't. But, I can have joy that I have those, and everything else is just a bonus. Right. Mm-hmm. And so having time with family together doing these things, I'm just chill.
And
I just want to enjoy everybody enjoying.
And that's kind of what I think we can do. The stress that you're not feeling is because you have reduced your expectations of yourself.
Yeah.
And so if we could all do, and I'm not as good at that as you are, you're much better than I am. I set too many expectations for myself, but Christmas is to be magical, to be that wonderful time that just like the Hallmark movies. Well,
sure.
What is it about? It's about connection. It's about time. Give the gift of yourself rather than your pocket. The time you mentioned, time is the one thing that you can never have enough of.
And you don't ever get it back.
No. So use that time. Put down the dang phone. And I'm guilty. I don't do
unless
this as
you're listening
much.
to the podcast. But you can put it down while you're listening.
Well, you can put it on your Bluetooth speaker. But play games, whether it's card games or board games.
Sure.
I mean, take time to visit. I mean, I've got nieces and nephews that we hardly see each other. And so take the time. And I love being able to play a rousing game of spoons or BS or Monopoly or whatever, but play, connect, draw in new memories.
Yeah.
And when you're doing that, you're laughing.
Yeah.
And when you're laughing, you're not worried about the stress and frustration.
I think part of the bottom line is if you reflect on what is it that you do love about Christmas, right? Maybe it's decorations. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's getting together with the family, whatever it may be. Do it for you.
Yeah.
Right. Enjoy the thing that you enjoy for you, And if you can do that and not have the expectation and the stress that's associated with, I have to do this for other people or something, just do it for you. You're going to do it anyway. So just do it for you in a relaxing manner. And you know what? Everybody else is going to enjoy it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but everybody else will enjoy you enjoying the things. And you can enjoy them enjoying all the things in whatever environment you made.
Because if you're stressed, stress is contagious.
Yeah.
You're anxious, that's contagious. And now you make the people around you the opposite of what you're intending.
Yeah. But chill is contagious too.
It is.
So if you set up a relaxing environment, people will relax.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
It can just be enjoyable. And so I guess we'll end with this little nugget. The true gift of Christmas isn't what's under the tree, but by the people who are around it.
All right.
So anyway, well, some food for thought as we travel and navigate these few weeks between Thanksgiving and prepare for Christmas. So until then, I'm Rod.
I'm Scott.
See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.